Hello everyone, my name is Dubious Brewing, and today we are back with episode 2 of the Random Brew Challenge. Of course, you've probably already seen the first one, where we went 4-1 in a league with Ghost Fireblade. Before we get into it, let's break down how this works. I put this particular Scryfall URL in. It's going to find me a random card from all of Penny Dreadful, and then I'm forced to build a deck around it. The unwritten rule is that I have to cast the card at least once, and hopefully try and win a game with it. Now, of course, if I get something like Grizzly Bears or something worse, like a Hill Giant, then that's going to be difficult, but that's just the roll of the dice. So without further ado, let's figure out our card in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, Violent Ultimatum. We're going for some Jund. We're going to Jund him. Alright. I am not upset with that at all. I will take a Violent Ultimatum. I was very worried I was going to get Hill Giant or even Purebloods. But this is something I feel like I can make work. Alright, I will see you guys when I have a brew. Later. Alright, and we're back from a decent brewing session. Of course, the random card we got was Violent Ultimatum. There's 3 in the 75. Of course, the mana base, we have our cycle duels, we have our check lands, we have Llanowar Wastes, of course, Raging Ravine, the Tri-land, and 1 Snowland, just for just to get our mana online. Onto the pseudo 1-drops, we have Bloodcheese Thirst and Search for Tomorrow. This ramps us. This is a great kill spell. Not really much to be said there. Farseek, once again, more ramp to get us on Fires of Invention. Sylvan Library finds us more gas, probably finds us Fires of Invention, and is overall just a good card. We've got Sweltering Suns, which is essentially a 3-mana board wipe. There are things that survive it, but it's for the early game, and then anything once we get Fires of Invention is going to die to the namesake card. Soul Shatter seems interesting. I've never played the card before, so I'm going to give it a shot. 3 Balagad Recovery just as more lands. It also has versatility because I can use it with fires once I don't need any more lands. And overall, the card's great. Of course, the second best card in the deck, and the enabler to the deck, we have Fires of Invention, which I'm sure all of you know what Fires of Invention does, but just to recap, it lets us cast our spells essentially for free at the cost of only being able to cast 2 spells a turn, and we can't play on our opponent's turn. So we are essentially a tap-out control deck. Not really, but I'm going to call it that. 2 Tectonic Giant, because this card is just value. It's a 4-mana 3/4. Whenever it attacks or becomes a target of a spell, I can either deal 3 damage to the opponent's face, or essentially draw a card. So the card's great. There's 2 of those. 4 Masterminds Acquisition, that lets us go into our Wish board, which we'll get into a little later. Olivia Voldaren, which is probably the best creature to cast off of Fires of Invention. You can pay 2 to turn a thing into a vampire, and then you can steal that thing for 3 black. So it's great if you're playing it for free because you'll immediately get to start stealing things. 1 Binding the Old Gods. It's removal, it's ramp, and the third ability is essentially irrelevant. But it does help if we have Olivia out, because then we can just pay 2 to destroy creatures during that turn. So that's pretty good. Moving on to the 5-drops, we have a singular Glorybringer main deck. Of course, all of you know what Glorybringer does. 5 mana 4/4 haste that kills a thing if you want to exert it. Card's great. 3 Escape to the Wilds. It's essentially just a 5 mana draw 5 in Gruul, and it also ramps us. It's just a great card. And finally, 2 main deck Violent Ultimatum, the random card that we spun. 7 mana, destroy 3 permanents, clean answer to anything. Card's great. Moving on to the Wish board, we have another Tectonic Giant and a Glorybringer. Both are good in certain situations if our creatures are getting targeted a lot and we need something to get more gas coming. Then we can get like Tectonic Giant if we just need to get in the air and start swinging in. Then Glorybringer is a good option. Crux of Fate, board wipe, Thought Distortion, because making your opponent discard all of the relevant cards in their hand is usually pretty good. And that also exiles them and their graveyard, so the card's going to be great if we ever get a shot to resolve it. A Singular Massacre Girl, because a board wipe on a 4/4 seems pretty solid, and if things align well enough, then it's just a blowout and a half. 3 Obstinate Baloth for decks like that run stuff like Hymn to Torak. That's one of the cards that we board in. Creeping Corrosion to deal with stuff like Metalwork Colossus Combo or something like Affinity. Slaughter Games, just a versatile card. We can fetch it up with Mastermind's Acquisition. It's just good. Can shut down a lot of strategies. Another Violent Ultimatum, because 2 isn't enough. We gotta have 3, at least, considering it is the namesake. We have 3 Nihil Spellbomb, which is essentially our Hermit Druid hate. We also have Sorcerer Spyglass if we want to shut off Hermit Druid's activated abilities, or anything else like a Planeswalker. It's just a catch-all. Anyways, we already went over Obstinate Baloth. That's the deck. I will leave a link to it in the description of this video. And without further ado, let's get into the games. Alright, and we are into our first game. It looks like we got the play. And what do we have here? We have a decent hand, all things considered. We are going to find our black source a little late, but that's fine. It's only going to be turn 2, and then we'll have turn 3 Binding the Old Gods, and then we can Balagad Recovery. Yeah, this hand's decent. We'll keep it. If our opponent's on something like Control, then maybe it won't be as good, but if they're playing something like Mono Green, it's a solid enough hand. We will lead on suspending Search for Tomorrow. Opponent leads on a Gataxian Probe. This could be not a great matchup for us, but we'll see. Gataxian Probe sees play in a lot of things. Okay, so this is definitely not good. To say the least. That is not what you want to see. We do find a black source. We will Farseek. Go and find Canyon Slough. Sleuth? Slough? Probably Slough. But yeah, so this is Belastrade Spy. This is Oops All Spells. And yeah, it's not good for us. We're gonna have to draw something good here, that's for sure. What do we go and get? Probably Swamp. We draw Mastermind's Acquisition, which is great. We're going to use that to find a Spell Bomb. I think, yeah, that's right. Opponent Dark Rituals. Plays Undercity Informer. Sure. Okay. Look at the cards, everyone. Now, what are they packing? Let's see. Yeah, they just died, right? Like, I'm not seeing what they can do here. Okay. I'm not sure. Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing something. Alright, our opponent just jumped the gun, it looked like. Alright, well, spell bombs definitely. Well, two of them come in. We leave one in the wish board. Go down binding the old gods. And yeah, I guess maybe a Farseek? No, Farseek's good. We'll go down a Olivia Voldaran. That's better than Tech Giant, actually. Run it like this. We did draw it perfectly, so that Mastermind's acquisition did definitely bail us out. This hand's super slow. Yeah, this hand's not fast enough. This hand's also not very fast, that's for sure. We're gonna go to 5. Alright, well this isn't great. I think we lose this game. Unless they, like, I don't know, misplay again. Well, they're leading on a green source, which is better for us. That means that this Bloodchief's Thirst might not be dead. This is going to be a Gataxian probe, I think. Yes. We draw another Llanowar Wastes. Our mana is going to hurt us a lot. Alright, opponent plays a Birds of Paradise. We are going to Bloodchief's Thirst that. Opponent does not have a black source. This is the first time I've played up against a spy deck this season, I believe. Overall, not going too horribly. And opponent is missing land drops. So, we're in an alright spot right now. I don't know why my opponent decided to combo into, directly into that Nihil spell bomb, but, well, who am I to judge? Well, that's not good to see that. But, there's really nothing we can do about that, so we're just gonna Farseek for a, another Canyon Slough. And then hope that we don't die this turn. We're setting up for Glorybringer next turn. Okay, Hermit Druid, sure. that has summoning sickness. If we draw fires, then we kill it with Olivia. Oh, we just naturally draw a spell bomb. I'd rather not punt this game, but our opponent doesn't seem to know how to play around a spell bomb. So I'm more inclined to play spell bomb because that yeah, that seems to help us out more than just killing Hermit, because they could draw into a spy now because they have 4 mana. So we're gonna run out spell bomb. Oh wait, here we can save a life. And run out Olivia Voldaren. And let's see what what they got. Opponent. Cast Duress, sure. Opponent's going to Hermit. What do they have in here? They have nothing to stop us from doing this, right? Yeah, they don't have the blue card that shuffles stuff back in, right? Yeah. I don't think they do. I don't see it. Our opponent's tapping mana. Oh yeah, I see it. It's right here. Oh. But they cast it first. So our opponent did not know how to play Hermit. So for that, I'm sorry for him. But I'm not that sorry. It's always nice when you're able to get out ahead over Hermit. Alright. So it's a hollow win over Hermit Druid, but I'll still count it. And yeah, I will see you in game 2. Alright, and we are back with League Round 2. We lost the die roll. We are playing up against the yeah. We're playing up against them. This hand's pretty solid. We get turn 3 fires. Not really much to do with it, but like it should be fine. Turn 1 island is not fun. Control is definitely one of the weaker aspects of this deck. Because I mean, it does okay against control, but yeah, this is just that tempo deck, I think. Oh. Well, I don't know what this is. Always yield. Yeah, I have to run out this or else I won't have a shot at turn 3 fires. Yeah, opponent's gonna hold open a counterspell. We'll cast it. Go find a swamp, I think. No, we'll find a... Yeah, we'll find a swamp. We draw Sweltering Suns. We'll cast the first Fires of Invention. I'm fine trading 1 for 1 with them here. Opponent cycles Lonely Sandbar. The issue with being primarily sorcery speed is that counterspells are kind of blowouts. But that's fine, because once we cast this, they don't know about any of these cards, so they're going to counterspell that, and then they're hopefully going to decide to play some magic here. That sounds toxic, I'm sorry. What do we got? We got Crawling Barrens. Okay, and they're going to activate Crawling Barrens. Sure. Okay, I'm going to cast Olivia Voldera. Opponent makes Crawling Barrens a bigger creature. Yeah, being all sorcery speed is not great. But we'll take the damage. Play this land. So I wondered, I don't think it stays as a vampire. I'm not sure if it stays as a vampire or not. That'll be interesting to see if it stays as a vampire. We'll keep open the 2 mana to ping it. And we'll Farseek. Go find Sheltered Thicket. Because, yeah, that would be pretty funny if I can steal their creature here. I'm not sure how this works. Let's find out. We're going to take 6. Doesn't stay as a vampire, it doesn't look like. But that's fine, because now we have mana to ping it and steal it in the same turn. So that's what we'll do. Yep, opponent's going to animate their Crawling Barrens. Oh, we didn't even need to shoot it again. Oh well, it gives Voldaren another counter at least. Do we steal his land? Yay, we get his land. Okay, well. And there's the concession. Olivia Voldaren brings it home. So our opponent is pretty much just playing mono blue, make a land really big. Does this work? Oh, cool. So we can just wishboard for that and then turn off Crawling Barrens. Cool. Today I learned that you can steal Crawling Barrens with Olivia Voldaren. Alright, going into game 2. We have a hand that does absolutely nothing. We'll mull this. This hand has a decent start. We'll put the Violent Ultimatum back, I think. It'll be way better late game. What is this? This is a Delver. Oh, okay, so they're a weird Delver deck. I don't know. We will suspend search for tomorrow. Opponent, the Blind Delver. It does flip. They reveal an Opt. They play another Delver. They attack him. We draw a Sylvan Library. I want to play the Sylvan Library this turn, but I can't. If they tap out, then I'm going to hit them with a Sweltering Suns. Oh cool, they're going to Opt on their upkeep. And reveals Gitaxian Probe. We're going to see a Gitaxian Probe. They're going to see the Sweltering Suns in our hand. And hold open Spell Pierce, I presume. We're going to go find Basic Mountain with this. Play Wastes. Cast Sweltering Suns. If this is a Spell Pierce, I mean... Oh, okay. Our opponent has decided to concede. Alright. See you in game 3. Alright, and we are back with League Match Round 3. This hand does pretty much nothing, so we're going to mull it. This hand also does nothing, so we're going to mull it. I'm still confused as to why our opponent scooped so early there, because we had like nothing in hand, so probably a premature scoop. This is a fine 5, I think. What are we going to keep? Farseek Fires? Yeah. And then just hope that we draw well. Opponent plays a Swamp. If we get hemmed early enough, then it's going to be bad. This could also be Mono Black Reanimator, which could be horrible for us. Targeting me. Okay, we are going to pitch the Forest. Play Sheltered Thicket. Alright, well no Hymn to Torak, I don't think. Okay, we're good. We'll Farseek. Go find... We need double red, so we'll find another... Oh yeah, we have double red here. Okay. We don't have double black yet, or double green, so we'll find this. We're hoping to draw a land. Hideaway. Sure. What does this one do? If each player has no cards in hand. Okay. We're hoping to rip a land and then just Tectonic Giant beats. Don't have another land in hand. Okay, good. We draw Sweltering Suns, which we can cycle off. Try and find a land again. We do find a land. We find Raging Ravine. Opponent plays Hollowtooth Hollow. Or Howltooth Hollow, I can read. Yep. I don't think I'm going to play the Balaged just because I don't want to go Hellbent and then have them empty their hand. Or do I? I don't think they can empty their hand here. But I think Balaged Recovery is probably going to be better for me to keep in hand at this point. Cast with Fires. Like, sure, they can Ravenscry me with whatever land they draw, but if we end up untapping with Recovery, then we can get back something like Escape to the Wilds, and then we're set. Or even just a Forest and start attacking with Raging Ravine. Okay, so that's not fun. That's a pretty good smallpox. Discard a card. Can I choose this? Discard it. Whatever. Okay. Sure. We'll sack the Thicket, I believe. Alright, well, we have a Fires of Invention with no way to truly use it, so... Death. Oh yeah, this is this thing. That won the tournament. Yeah, okay. Sure, you got it, bud. Alright, bringing in Obstinate Baloth. Bringing in... I think 2 Spellbomb. What's going out? 2 Sweltering Sun. No, we'll just take out 3 Sweltering Sun. Soul Shatter is good. Voldaren's good. Escape to the Wilds is slow. Voldaren's kind of slow. Okay. So this is the pile of cards that won the tournament. And, yeah, it's definitely really good. Just turning into a Reanimator deck is usually decent enough to win games. How confident am I in a 4-4? I'm joking, I wouldn't keep this hand. This hand's great. Probably just ship the Rootbound Crag. And... Is Spellbomb really that good here? It is good. I'm probably making a mistake anyway, keeping this hand. Suspend Search for Tomorrow. Sure. Oh no, that's Artifact or Creature, so you can choose Nihil Spellbomb. That's unfortunate. That's fine though, that'll keep him from using his untargeted removal. Play the Swamp. Not untargeted removal, sorry. Untargeted discard. He himmed himself. And it got rid of his reanimate. I respect him. I respect him for hemming himself. It's a big play right there. They went all in, and yeah. Search for tomorrow. Cast. Grab a mountain. At this point, we just run out Obstinate Baloth, I think. Oh. Yep. Sure thing. What removal do we even have in for it? It's indestructible. Yeah, we need Soul Shatter. Exactly, Soul Shatter. Alligator Recovery isn't going to do very much if I cast it. It can get me a redraw. That's pretty much as good as it's going to get, isn't it? Set up the redraw, try and draw into something that can deal with the double strike, trampling, flying, indestructible, vigilance thing. The odds are not in our favor. Thirst doesn't do it because it's indestructible. Ultimatum not looking very good here. Of course. Well, we are pretty much dead. We have exactly one card that's an out. Well, Fires is not that out. Alright. I'm just conceding here in a fancy fashion. Alright, and we lose to the deck that won the tournament. Alright. I will see you in game 4. Alright, and we are playing game 4 up against J Mecha. This hand is good if our opponent plays a lot of creatures, bad if they don't. It is a lot of tap lands. Well, actually, we just play this, and then this won't come in untapped because we'll find a basic mountain or swamp. I think it's playable. Okay, it's Cloud Post. Cloud Post isn't great against us. Or, sorry, Cloud Post isn't great to play against game one. They can go over the top really quickly. Alright. We draw. Bloodchief's Thirst. That card will be alright later on in the game. We'll drop a Savage Lance. Sure. We're both just going land go. What do we want here? Probably Mountain. Ooh, that's a nice draw off the top. Urza's Factory from our opponent. And Platinum Angel. Sure. Passes back. Play Raging Ravine. Bloodchief's Thirst with Kicker. And Glory Burner. This is just faster damage output if I don't have to exert it here. It is worse if they have something bigger, though. Buried Ruin, sure. Opponent passes. Well, we will activate Raging Ravine. Go to combat. Attack. Seven mana 2/2 gets munched. Does this thing give itself trample? No, it doesn't. Alright. Sure, we'll cast Backup Fires and Farseek. Well, this we'll go find Canyon Sloth, I guess. Oh, I guess that was the wrong one to get. Oh well. Opponent plays a Glimmer Post. Metalwork Colossus. That's a good card. Rootbound Crag. Cycle away this. It doesn't really matter what colors of mana we use. We find a Farseek, which isn't great. Yeah, we aren't dead this turn, so we can get in and then hope that we draw something good in our one draw step that we have. something like Balagad Recovery or something else like that. Oh, it's blue. It's Blue Post. Okay. I could clearly tell that from all of their colorless lands. You know what? Now would be a decent time for a Violent Ultimatum. Well, we'll take it. View sideboard. Yeah, there isn't really much. Probably get Creep and Corrosion if we draw the other thing. And we don't. So now we're on the chump block. Sacrifice a Raging Ravine to the Metalwork Colossus this turn. He makes a goat. Ah, he can get back the Platinum Angel, like... Oh no, he's just gonna make another goat. Sure thing, opponent. Yep, opponent's got us. We just drew very bad. Yeah, not much we can do about that. Just didn't come across a Mastermind's acquisition, so no luck. Olivia Valderin would have turned that game around real quick. Let's see. Soul Shatter, Bloodcheese Thirst. It's not the greatest hand. I think I'm gonna ship it, try and find something better. There we go. It's not very fast, but Voldarin is going to help, we'll say. And there we go, there's the Farseek. Fires, oops. We'll cast Tectonic Giant first. We draw a forest. Take Escape to the Wilds. Oh wait. Cast with Fires. Not amazing, but yeah, we'll just cast Olivia Voldaren, I think. Voldaren's nice because we just steal whatever they play now. Opponent taps for 7. Upheaval. Okay. There's no real reason of, yeah, this can't ping anything. Let's do this because it's fun. Upheaval, what are you gonna do? Can we suspend? Oh, we can't suspend from here. Okay, never mind. Well, that was a mistake then. Oh well. How many cards do I need to discard? Oh wait. Sure. Well, this is just the quest to get Olivia back on the board while our opponent goes off. Well, still nothing we can do, really. We just want a Creeping Corrosion, which is currently in our sideboard. Is casting Binding even worth it, really? It gets our land count up. We can blow up their Hedron Archive, I guess. I should have saved it, actually. Make them sack it and draw 2. It's not great, but... Gilded Lotus. Sure thing. And they're gonna draw 5 cards for 4 mana. Not bad, not bad. Alright, Mastermind's Acquisition off the top, find Creep and Corrosion. We didn't. Go find Woodland Chasm. Rootbound Crag. Cast Olivia. Cast Tech Giant. Say go. Our opponent's so close to Mindslaver locking us, like this game's pretty much over. Sure. What is this, approach? Nope, just more Hedron Archive. I mean, they're digging so far, I kind of want to just empty their hand. Violent Ultimatum. Well, if there was a time to cast Violent Ultimatum, now would be that time. Destroy this. Destroy Cloud Post. The untapping is kind of useless for them. Destroy this. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh well. We still have the Tectonic Giant trigger. Oh yeah, right, we can't even cycle it. Counterspell in that deck. Upheaval. Yeah, so Cloud Post, I really didn't expect Counterspell. Like, I mean, I guess supporting it seems easy enough when, yeah, I don't know. Seems pretty good off of one blue source. Alright, see you in Game 5. Alright, and we are here with Game 5 with Violent Ultimatum. We are currently 2-2, and we are up against Silver and Sight. Our opening hand has no lands, so we're going to mulligan. This hand is pretty alright. Balaged Recovery is a land as well, so we'll keep it. And I feel like Sweltering Suns is probably not the best. We'll play Woodland Chasm. Pass back to our opponent. Volatile Fjord from our opponent. We'll play a Rootbound Crag, and we will Farseek. Go find Sheltered Thicket. I guess I could have gotten Sleuth. I don't know what it's called. They 100% have a counterspell. We'll play Balaged Sanctuary and pass. CptAjani probe from our opponent. And they're going to pass back. We'll escape to the wilds. Sure, Raging Ravine seems like decent. Seems like it's decent enough. Oh, it's Collected Conjuring. Oh, it's Collected Conjuring Storm. Take inventory. I assume they also have the instant speed one, whatever that one's called. Oh, I have to okay these. They draw 1,000,000 cards. See, we have 6 mana. We'll have 7. Yeah, we can only do one thing this turn. It's in our sideboard. Thought Distortion could be good to grab. Oh wait, what am I doing? Yeah, okay, we need this first. Grab Thought Distortion. And then might as well cast this. Go find another swamp. Ship the turn back to him. So our opponent needs to go off this turn or else they lose. Essentially. Well, I don't know if they lose. We'll see. I mean, I would assume, them being a storm deck, that if they went down to just lands in hand, they probably wouldn't be in a very good spot. Yield through this turn. Maybe they aren't playing Storm. I saw Epic Experiment, so I think they're playing Epic Experiment Storm, but I don't know. Oh, it's our turn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can't do both. Sure. Their hand consists of 7 lands, right? Yeah. Oh, and right, Fae of Wishes and the Wildfire Elemental. Or Eternal. Opponent plays granted. They played the Clifftop Retreat. And the Fae of Wishes. So their hand has a Wildfire Eternal in it. And something else. They find Epic Experiment. For... Okay, we can't steal it, so why not just... Just Glorybringer kill it, I guess? Yeah, because we have enough lands to do both. Sure, why not? Exert it. Shoot Fae of Wishes dead. And then hope that they don't go absolutely nuts off Epic Experiment. Alright. Anything with CMC less than 5. Okay, Declaration in Stone is good for them. Take Inventory is meh. Conjuring can go even further. We're gonna get to draw a card, which is nice. Lingering Souls. Well, Olivia eats Lingering Souls for breakfast, so that's nice. Maybe they're just playing Epic Experiment for value. I think I'm gonna hold open Soul Shatter. Is there any reason to? Not really. Let's just crack the clue and then Farseek. Well, let's see what our opponent can do here. They're going to take inventory. And scoop it up. Going into game 2, the one time I don't put Weathered Runestone in my deck. That's fine, though. I think the deck runs well. There's nothing that I need to board in. Spell Bomb doesn't seem like it's doing much. They just look like they're using Epic Experiment for value. I didn't really see any Storm cards from them, so yeah, we'll just run it back. This hand is going to be a mulligan. This hand's better. Actually, it's just the same as the other hand, isn't it? This hand we ramp into Mastermind's Acquisition, but we're all tap lands, so we're going to mull. Alright, this is a hand that we have to keep, I think. Sweltering Suns is dead against them, and so is Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright. Play a Raging Ravine and pass the turn back to them. Well, I guess it wasn't dead against them. I guess they're playing Delver now. Woodland Chasm. Delver does not flip. Opponent takes inventory. We draw a Sylvan Library. That's pretty good. We can slow roll this game, I think. Just drop down a Sylvan. Opponent, Delver. Flips, revealing take inventory. Opponent, Coco. And they whiffed somehow? I don't know how you whiff with a collected conjure. Yes. Well, that's not great to see, now is it? I'll pay 4 to keep one of them, and put the, put a swamp back on top. Just to try and churn through. They're tapped out, so we just get a fires here. Ship the turn back to our opponent. Another collected conjuring finds 2 Gitaxian probes and Declaration in Stone, so they're probably just going to draw 2 cards here. Overall, collected conjuring hasn't been doing very much for them. Yes. Well, Fires of Invention is it kinda sucks to see here. Well, put on top, put on top. Oh wait, we shouldn't have, oh right, we'll get an additional land because of the escape. We're fine. Cast with Fires. Sweet. We will take Olivia Voldaren. And we will take this Dragon Skull Summit. 1, 2. We're 1 shy of being able to steal the Delver, but we will just kill the Delver, I think. Sure. We'll get a clue that will crack. Goes after Raging Ravine. Cracked a clue. Draw Bloodcheese Thirst. Raging Ravine dies. We'll go find a mountain. Opponent takes some more inventory. We draw. Well, we do have a shuffle in the Search for Tomorrow up there, so that's nice. Put on top. Put on top. Oh wait, we can cast it with fires. Even better. Not that it really changes much, but sure. We'll go find another mountain. Cast Tectonic Giant. Why not just cast it? There's no reason not to. If they come after it, then we get to draw a card. They're going to grant it. We are going to Blood Chief's Thirst that. Splicer's Skill, what does that do? Well, opponent sees the truth. Revealed cards. Oh, it splices onto instants and makes 3/3s. Okay. Oh, this is still on an adventure. Yes. I just can't get through it, eh? We're gonna pay for... We're still drawing fires, but we need to get it. We need to get through this clump. Which is fine. Oh, I guess I should have attacked first, actually. That was a misplay. Oh well. I mean, might as well just burn their face since we, can't play the... Oh yeah, it's until the end of our next turn, so we'll do this. Take Balagate Recovery. We can still play this, right? Balagate Recovery, cast with fires. Yeah, we can. Get back, Escape to the Wilds. We're staying with them in terms of value, and they're playing a deck that hinges on its value. Opponent splices onto the take inventory. We'd love to just rip their hand apart again. That'd be nice. They play a Delver. Delver gets to die instantly. Yes, what do we got? Ooh, Violent Ultimatum. I like Violent Ultimatum here. We can either completely take them off of white mana. Well, we don't want to go to 1. That's the one thing we don't want to do. I mean, we have Escape to the Wilds, so we'll just put Balagad and Search for Tomorrow on top, I guess. The issue is we do need to kill some things. Well, Violent Ultimatum is good at that. Delver, Golem, Floodplain. Attack. Exile the top 2. Take Balagad. I mean, yeah, just Balagad Recovery, get back Violent Ultimatum. This is what the deck wants to do. We're using the Namesake card. Violent Ultimatum is great right now. We're going to cut them off of white next turn. Glorybringer. Ooh, that's not good. Sure. Alright. Oh, I guess I don't get my thing. Alright, we're on 1 life. Use Sylvan Library's ability, put 2 Farseeds back on top. Well, let me make sure Binding does what I think it does. Alright. Violent Ultimatum is going to get rid of the spirits and the black source. Then Binding is going to get rid of the Glorybringer. We're going to play a Swamp and hope they don't have 2 Glorybringers. One life in a dream. Fae of Wishes. They get to wish for something, which isn't great. But that's going to take them some time. Because they tapped wrong. Is this Splicer's skill? Yeah. Well, we have Bloodchief's Thirst to deal with that. Yes. Glorybringer. Amazing card. Search a library for a forest. Sheltered Thicket. Glorybringer exerts, kills the golem, then escape to the wilds, find some stuff. Why am I not having an opportunity to say, okay, attack and exert. Kill the golem. I have no idea what's in their wish board. We could already be dead. It's in there. Sure. Alright. Well, fingers crossed we aren't dead. Incendiary Flow. What's that do? Is that just a burn spell? That's just a burn spell. Well, we fought valiantly, and we die. They don't get to kill us. Alright, I'll be back with the... Oh wait, we aren't dead. That was game 2. Holy, that game went long. Alright. Made him fight for that one. I did get greedy there. I wasn't expecting Glorybringer for some reason. It's fine. We can win this. That was off a mulligan of 5. Well, we get another mulligan of 5. Yeah. We aren't getting any better than this. Is double green? No, double black is more important. His hand. Play. Alright, Llanowar Wastes. Play Sylvan Library and pass back. Delver from our opponent. Passes the turn to us. I do want to start churning through the top few cards. So that's the plan with that. One of these acquisitions is going to go into our deck to go find us a Fires, I believe. Opponent does flip Delver and gets Declaration in Stone. They're going to cut us off our mana. We find Sweltering Suns, but they hit the right lands, so we're gonna have to take some time to rebuild. Field of Ruin from our opponent. And granted. Opponent goes and finds a pillage. Alright. Well, there's a third Mastermind's acquisition. Oh, pillage hits our red source, and then this doesn't work, does it? That's not good. It's not good. But we have to hope he greets out and hits one of the dual lands, I guess. Search library for a card. Oh wait, hold on, cancel. No, don't do that. Hang on. What can we get? We can... Massacre Girl doesn't kill the Delver. Glorybringer is going to be too slow. We have to tutor for fire so we can get Sweltering Suns. And even then, I don't even think that'll work. Yep. Find fires. Then hope that Sylvan Library shows us something. Oh, sweet, they Field of Ruin. We get our other mountain. Alright. Sure, what do we got? Yeah. Put on top. Put on top. Alright. Well, fires is down and we have the tutors online. We know they have a declaration in stone. Or do they have that? Yeah, they do. Another Delver from our opponent. Use its ability, sure. Yeah, okay. You know what? I think we're gonna go into the deck with this. They're running counter spells? Okay. Well, that's not as good. Get Olivia Voldaren. Play a land. Hope they don't flip Delver. Alright, Delver doesn't flip. We're gonna go to 4. Oh, sweet. Sweltering Suns is good. Put on top. Put on top. Cast. Wipe their board. Cast. Well, whatever cards they have in hand must be important for them not to want to protect the Fae of Wishes. Yeah, Glorybringer is a good card. It's not lethal, though. Alright, well, I don't think we're winning this game, but we sure as heck can try. Use its ability, yes. We hit a whole lot of nothing. But we can draw an extra card and try and get through the Sylvan Library. Well, put on top. Oh yeah, we're super low on time now as well. Cast with fires. Yeah. We don't need any more lands, but that would have been nice to shuffle them. Bloodchief's Thirst is useless. Opponent plays a Delver. Well, Thirst is no longer useless. Yes. What do we see? Nothing. No possible play, yield all. Sure. Yes. Tectonic Giant, sure. Well, I mean, I knew those were there. I should have just hit them for 3, but... I can't cast spells on his turn. Yes. Put on top, put on top. Balagad Recovery. Get Olivia. Cast Olivia. Eat the spirits. Say go. Alright, play the Savage Lands. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get a clue that we can crack. Oh no, they're just gonna draw 6 cards. That seems good. Pillage, Declaration, and Stone. Sure. Well, Olivia, you did well. Put this back. Olivia, round 2. We can now steal things. Opponent's going to exile it. Sure. Oh wait, we shouldn't have done that before, but whatever. We should let it resolve now. I'm just trying to play faster, with 2 minutes on the clock. Opponent plays a Delver, we will cycle. Violent Ultimatum, alright, well. This is how we're doing this. Put on top, put on top. Sure, cast this first. Put Dragon Skull Summit into play. Cast with fires. This, and this. Oh, cast with fires. Oh, okay. It's glitching now. That's nice. Play that. Say go. How are we gonna win? Just Glorybringer and turn it sideways, right? We only have one more Mastermind's Acquisition deck. Balagad Recovery, that can get back... What can it get back? Escape to the Wilds, I guess? Oh no, it can get back Masterminds, sure. Foot on top. Foot on top. Balagad Recovery, get back Mastermind's Acquisition. Mastermind's Acquisition, get Glorybringer. They're about to start making more tokens, though. Yep. Alright. Well, I think we fought well, but, we're going to 1 this turn. Well, we fought the good fight. And I'm pretty sure they have us. Yep, they do. Well, we fought well, but we just couldn't overcome whatever the heck this was. I was most surprised by Glorybringer being in this deck, as well as Counter Magic, despite being a collected Conjuring deck. But, yeah, seems good. Alright, I'll be back with the wrap-up. Alright, and we're back with the wrap-up. Overall, I was pretty happy with this list. Olivia Voldaren, obviously an all-star with Fires of Invention, able to clean up any board. It did almost save us twice, but we just couldn't get down to anything that we truly needed. Overall, removal, we were a little removal heavy. I found that we didn't really have any targets for it. Balaged Recovery is a great card. I probably should have ran 4. The Ramp Suite was good. No complaints there. Sylvan Library. Can't really complain about it too much. We just got unlucky. Got stuck in a land clump. And, yeah. We did everything we could to win that last game, but just couldn't come through. As to changes I'd make to the deck, probably put a few more Glorybringers in. The deck just didn't really have a good way to close out the game. Violent Ultimatum. Although it was the random card, once again, I thought it was pretty good. It saved us, let us survive almost all the way through the clock on Mitgo. And yeah, it kept us alive long enough to try and find answers. I can't complain about it at all. Onto the wish board. Wish board, it's just a generic wish board. Nothing really to say about it. Thought Distortion is a good card. Did win us a game. Violent Ultimatum in the board, also good. Creeping Corrosion, never was able to get to it when I needed it, but that's just because sometimes you don't draw Mastermind's Acquisition. I find that any Fires deck runs a lot better if it starts drawing into Mastermind's Acquisitions. It's at least able to stall very well. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Be sure to tune in next time when I do the 3rd episode of this series. Just a reminder that if you'd like to see more of it or have any ideas for something else I can do, please leave them below. And that's about it. Yeah. Thanks for watching.